for him. I didn't approve him. You know that. You are literally the last person on earth I want to see.
When I came on board, she was always a director. I think initially she was maybe going to be a makeup artist, and I think they all liked the idea of the stakes of having a character who had to juggle so much and hold so much together. And so the last thing she needs is the ex-boyfriend coming in and turning everything into chaos. And I think it was just important for me to just use every single nuance that I've learned over the years of being around people on a film set, of the empathy I have for directors, like the hurricane of vision they have to hold in their heads at all times, pulled in a million directions. But she's sort of just as messy as the rest of us. Some of the most creative people I've met question themselves at every turn, and that was important to show that, you know.
I've been doing this for 30 years now, and I've worked with stunt doubles my whole career. They're such selfless people. They come in, they take the hits for you, they suffer personal injury so that you don't have to, and then they get none of the credit. It's not cool, and it needs to change, and it's very exciting to be a part of something like this that turns the camera on them, because they are the real heroes. You know? They take all the hits and get none of the credit. So it's so fun to see them here, like on the carpet, talking about what they've done and being acknowledged for the huge contribution that they made.
I'm gonna be sick. You got this. You're the one.
Why you gotta say that? Why you gotta say that?
You've done this a million times.
And so have you. You know, you just jinxed it.
Well, it was a real blessing and an honor, and also there's the weight of expectation. Brothers and sisters, how are you going to do it justice? So there was that, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's daunting in a way, but I think, you know, at the end of the day, it was a challenge that we were excited to take on.
I mean, it's great, and I wouldn't say it was made by us. I mean, we had an amazing leader, David Leitch, ex-stuntman in itself, and everyone else that really brought this film to life. It was fantastic. Yeah, it's nice to get a little bit of credit. I feel it's deserved. I feel every department who's involved in the creation of making a movie and bringing it to life deserves recognition, and I think we're in that boat as well. So I think it's about time. And I think it's well deserved.
Alright guys, just your left foot, thank you. And right, back here, boys. And just here on the end, please. And straight ahead now, thank you. And then straight in. And then back to forehead, please.
Just wondering, you know, after this movie, if I don't go to prison, and you know, you're not busy, maybe we could go to a beach somewhere. Wear a couple of swimming costumes.
It takes a really long time to get them ready. You know, you have to make sure that all of the, you know, systems are working as best as possible. You know, and that the team has done as much R&D and, you know, repeat, like, you know, practice as they possibly can. In a lot of those instances, it was a one-take only situation. And so, you know, that's why, like, months and months of R&D are really important.
It also highlights what we do, but like Ben said, I mean, you see, we shot a movie inside of a movie. So there were characters in there that the special effects guy, the visual effects girl, the stunt coordinator for Metal Storm. So we kind of like, it really brought, you know, showed everybody what it really is like to make a film.
David Leitch, you know, I mean, it's a rare movie where the director isn't, you know, researching this film in order to direct it. I mean, he's been researching his whole life. You know, to have a former stuntman directing a film about stunt people was just like, you know, you couldn't ask for a better marriage of director and material. And also, it's just for an action movie, it's a great, I mean, to set a movie in the an action movie in the world of people who make them, you know, they know how to do in real life what you can only see in film. So they're the perfect people to make an action film about.
Straight forward. Thank you. Exit forehead.
I think there's always going to be the human element, and you know, they've been saying that since the beginning of my career, that, you know, we were going to be replaced by animated, you know, stunt performers. And, you know, obviously technology is moving at an accelerated rate, but I just believe that the creativity that the stunt department provides in the design of the action is always going to be needed.
Yeah, look, I always say, like, you know, we've been having a relationship with AI for a really long time, and not just our industry, but sort of the entire world. And now we all need to go to therapy about it. Because we have to figure out the right path forward. Yeah.
It was an invitation into how those movies are made and how it's sort of very normal to have people dressed as aliens walking around getting some craft service and some coffee, and there's a lot of humor in this, there's a lot of magic in this, but it's all very personal to all of us. We've all stolen moments from our careers and sort of injected them into this, you know.
Be careful! Okay, swing him around, go!
The opening scene in this movie is a very long one shot, and it's the character walking through set, just another day at the office, talking to everyone else on set, except his job's a little different. You know, he goes up 12 stories and then they drop him off the side of the building at the end of this scene. I have a fear of heights. It was, you know, not really actually very dangerous because it was so safe and well rigged, but it was a good taste for me of just like a day in the life of a stunt person. You know, I think it sets up the movie really well.
I'm the director.
We're gonna set this man on fire.
You're a stunt guy. We need to keep it super profesh.
Profession's my middle name.
You said your middle name was Danger.